Right, so we just watched the Eubanks and Saunders fight, and to say the least, Gary's a bit pissed off at Eubanks' dad.
Well, I'm not pissed off. I just think he's a spare part. I think he's more or less an hindrance to his son.
Yeah.
He's living his life through his son. He wants to be back in the spotlight. Chris, your career's over. I'm going to say Chris Eubanks Jr. this. You could be a lot better than your dad ever was. Your dad was made by the media and by the promoters. You've got something, you need to get out of your dad's shadow and become your own person. Do it your own way. You can make millions being Chris Eubanks' son, or you can make billions being Chris Eubanks Jr. It's up to you.
What do you think of Eubanks fighting him? What do you think of his performance?
His performance, I thought it was crap. He was going the wrong way around. He's fighting a southpaw. He's got to go his natural way.
Yeah.
Which,
like, there's a lot of moments in it, as you said.
Most trainers don't see that.
Yeah,
They think you've got to go the opposite way to a southpaw. You haven't. You've got to go your natural way.
Yeah, yeah.
Get your front foot outside this front foot.
I mean, you said whilst we were watching it, like, the dude at a lot of points is throwing stuff that are just so forced.
Yeah, there's
like, it's almost on the verge of anger, isn't it, really?
It's like he's trying to generate so much power, so there's so much... yeah, it's like you can't generate power by using force.
Yeah.
It's all got to be natural and relaxed and flowing. He was pushing his shots out. He was going for the knockout punch instead of boxing behind the jab, which he never really used.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Stand up, you're bigger than him, keep him on the end of your jab, everything comes off the jab. The guy needs to go back to basics. I don't even think he's learnt the basics.
What do you think the reason is of him doing so badly today? I mean, I know you just said he
Ego.
needs to learn the basics.
Ego.
Right.
He's in the ring and he's completely confused. He hasn't got a game plan. But where does he go? What he's doing is not working. And he's going back to the corner looking for answers, and his dad's fucking prancing around the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's one thing you said as well, like the dude...
What the fuck's he doing there?
His dad's fucking getting in on cameras at any moment that he can. And
but he's an hindrance to his son. He's not a help, he's an hindrance to his son.
Yeah.
If you love your son, kid, get out of the way, man.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. You know what I mean? It's harsh. I like Chris, but he's an idiot. Do you know what I mean? What can I say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, right, so at the end, Saunders said, when it comes to him getting the world title and that, if that comes through and everything, and he said that he'd like a rematch, would you like to see one?
I think Chris would have to change everything completely. Myself, basically.
Right.
But I think he's got...
Do you think...
I think he's got the talent to stop him.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I really do.
Do you think this is a problem in the background? Like, do you think Junior is aware of, like you said, the hindrance of his father? Do you think he's aware of that? And do you think that's a problem in the backdrop, or do you think you can't comment on that?
I don't really know what's going on there.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, I wouldn't like to come between a father and his son.
Oh, yeah.
But what I would like to do is see his son achieve what he can do.
Yeah.
And I don't believe his father will know how to draw it out of him.
Yeah.
I don't think many fathers know how to draw the best out of the sons.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you must do as I tell you scenario.
Yeah.
I am the boss, you are my son, you must do as I tell you.
Yeah. I've been here, I've done that, so listen to me.
Yeah. I know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
Chris Eubanks Sr., you wasn't that good. Simple as.
Are you mad at him for doing something like this?
No, I'm not. I'm really not mad at him. It's when you retire from boxing, you become lost.
Yeah.
And Chris has been lost. And I think he's found a place where he belongs outside of his son.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not even where he belongs, is it? It's just where he can...
No, it is where he belongs. It does belong outside of his son, not in front of him.
Yeah.
Not in front of him. Don't stand in his way. Stand by him.
It's the support, not to order.
Yeah. Stand by him.
All in all, though, going off from this, Saunders won that fight.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it, really.
Not in my mind.
Yeah. I don't think in anyone's mind it's... if you watch it or rewatch it like we've just done on YouTube, you can't deny it.
I believe Chris Eubanks Jr. walked into the fight not prepared.
Right.
And that kind of like sounds daft when you say somebody's not prepared for somebody. Because they can be preparing for a person, but when they get in the ring, that person doesn't turn up.
Yeah.
So you're preparing for somebody who you're not, you're not fighting.
Yeah.
So when you get in the ring, all of a sudden, this person hasn't turned up, and it's somebody else. You've got another puzzle.
But it doesn't seem like that is the problem, because it's like we've just said, he was forcing shit.
No, the problem is when you get confused and you don't know what to do.
Right.
You start forcing,
Right. Panicking, basically.
Jumping at things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He was waiting too long and he was getting caught.
Yeah.
But he didn't know how to
get that moment.
Draw the leads.
Yeah.
To let him count so he can counter, you know what I mean? He was just waiting that bit too long. He wasn't getting his shots off first. They weren't working. You work behind your jab and things come off it. Because you're busy.
Yeah.
You're doing something. The less you do in the ring, even if you're moving your head, your mind and your body's active, it's seeing openings, it's completely in the ball game. When you're stood there and you're posing, your mind can wander, waiting for things.
Alright, so lastly on this, what is the advice you'd give to Eubanks Jr.?
My advice I'd give to Chris Eubanks Jr. is basically, have a look at boxing as what it is. Use your feet, footwork. Most important thing.
Right.
Balance, footwork.
Right. So, any comment on Saunders as a boxer? Saunders, yeah. Or if you, I don't know.
It's hard really to speak about Billy Joe, really.
Right.
He did everything he needed to do in that fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how can I fault a man?
Oh, yeah,
He got caught with a few shots, but when he got caught with a shot, I loved his defence.
Yeah.
He took one, maybe two, but he didn't take any more than that.
Do you think this guy's got potential to go far?
He's got potential to go very far.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, his styles make fights, and when you're in there with somebody like Chris Eubanks Jr., who's very, very awkward,
yeah,
and then you've got Billy Joel, it's like, yeah, he's getting caught with a shot, but straight away his defence comes in.
Yeah.
So he's got that knack of what boxing is, which is you don't get hit, and if you do get hit, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Move. And that's the one thing I liked. He didn't try and trade to be the macho.
Yeah.
He went on the back foot. He used boxing. Held on.
Yeah.
Got through the round. Or didn't even just get through the round, but got through them 10, 15 dangerous seconds and then come back and caught him with his own shot.
Yeah.
Which most people don't see. All they can see is this one big shot that one person's thrown.
Yeah.
And they haven't seen any of the counter punches.
Oh, it's...
As the guy's trying to catch him.
The commentators, lastly.
Oh, I don't really want to go into commentators just yet because I want somebody to really piss me off.
You want a prime example, yeah?
Yeah, I want a prime example of what I'm talking about, of these so-called experts not fucking knowing anything about boxing.
Yeah.
They know about fighting, but they don't know nothing about boxing.
Yeah. All right.
And this is to everybody out there. The art of boxing is to hit and not be hit. Simple. Hit and not be hit. Not being hit is one of the most important parts of boxing, to your referees and judges, if a guy's coming forward and throwing 1,000 shots and doesn't hit anything, that means the guy's got a better defence.
Yeah.
He wins the round, simple. End of transmission.